Well, he looked proppy because you probably watched the second or third minute of it when he got a good corky in a spot where he didn't need it. But no, he got through the game. We're pretty happy the way he got through. Oh, we'll I don't want to go through this whole process, but you get a 6-day break. Our selection committee takes place after this last training session. So he's certainly in contention, but there's a group of 4 or 5 that would be considered on top of the last week's 22. He thinks he is, so we'll see how he trains. I've got her name written down here, so I better use the name. That's our jumper, and Mitch Robinson's partner designed that, Emma McNeil. She came in here and presented it to the player group, and her explanation of why and how she come to that fairly simple design, but the meaning behind that design is absolutely outstanding. It's a pity in many respects we haven't got her here now to explain it, because in fact I don't know whether we could actually do that at some stage, perhaps even get her on air or get her on the phone or something for you guys. But it is, I very rarely have the players with other speakers come in here and listen as intently as they did. They were all over it. It was an outstanding thought process, great design, and so meaningful. So we are very proud of it. She's very proud of it, and she has every right to be extremely proud of the outcome of this Indigenous round. And the question was, what I make of it. I just think it's just a great reflection of our acknowledgement from the AFL. It's one of their better reasons to have a named round, if you like, in great recognition of not only great players but terrific people. And I think we're all been excited. I know I have as a player playing with some of the Indigenous lads, and certainly coaching them, that they add so much richness to our game. I'm bitterly disappointed, really disappointed that he's going. He's a very good friend. He's certainly one of the best, if not the best, CEO that I've encountered in the last 20 odd years. Streets ahead, and that's disappointing.
Who will be the club CEO?
Oh, I don't know. That's a board issue. No, I don't really know that. I've spoken to Greg at length, of course, but I think Greg's got the capabilities of being a CEO at a number of sports, and has the Australian Socceroos got a major sponsor, by the way? Major sponsor? Are they got a major sponsor, the Socceroos? No major sponsor. I suspect that Greg would have had a major sponsor by now. He's clearly one of the best that I've ever seen.
You've been through a lot together, you and Greg, obviously. Would you have come to Carlton if it wasn't for him?
No.
Would you stay at Carlton without it?
That could be a board decision, not my decision. Well, we go back a long. We started off at a football club that was broke, poor in membership, couldn't win a game, a whole host of things. I did make a remark which was laughed at by a lot of your compatriots in regard to trying to make that football club into the Man U of Australian rules football, which I think Greg had a massive input into getting it to that stage. And he's come here, the numbers speak for themselves, probably 3 times the membership, 3 times the turnover in money, and a football club that's got these rooms, this accommodation, and heading in the right direction. It's always, it's the pointy end of the organisation. No, you just get on with your job. I'm a servant of the board. I've never thought of it any different, that you're going to form special bonds with people. In my limited time here with Stephen Kernahan, he is just a class act. So I will miss Stephen dreadfully. But we take on these roles, and we know the job is it's a job. It's a job to do the best of your ability football has more, I believe, greater passion than some jobs, because it's a very passionate game. It's a game that just keeps you on the edge all the time. And I've always said that you are a servant to the board, and therefore they expect, the members expect you to get the best out of yourself and the best of people around you. And I will not change from that. I will give everything I possibly can to ensure that this football club keeps going upwards. No, Rob, you've just got to. You can't get too far ahead of yourself in this game. You've got to have long-term plans, certainly, and you've got to have a medium-term plan. But that's really for us to aim for, but to do the work. It's a process that you have to undertake, and I think there's a couple of sides that have underestimated Brisbane this year, and one fell foul to it, and the other one almost. There was a decision at centre-half forward that could have gone either way, and that result could have gone to Brisbane quite comfortably in the end. I don't say comfortably win, but sort of that decision could have changed the way that game went. So all I'm saying is that we cannot afford to be looking at Monday when there's a game in front of us on Saturday night, and that's the way we've got to treat it. You know, we're starting a long way back as far as win-loss ratio goes. So therefore we've been chipping away and we're getting things done right that we weren't able to do early in the season, although we got miles into those players' legs in the middle, not in the nets, but in the middle, which is important. So now we're at a stage where we've got players who are putting their hand up for selection, and and at times we've got to contribute which way we go. So, and that's good for our team, is to be able to pick a side that we actually earn our money as a match committee, because we've got 25 to pick from as opposed to 18 and 19. Yeah, well, confidence is a wonderful tool to go into a game with. We got dented severely by when we played Collingwood, and we weren't in the hunt. We just didn't take anything with us that we pride ourselves on. In the last couple of weeks, whatever it is, been a number of wins, we have built our confidence because of the methods more so than the results, and I think that's so important that the player group know that it's the methodology coupled with then the result, as opposed to looking at the result and then going, well, how do we win? So those things do build a certain confidence.
Thank you.
Okay. Thanks a lot.